Well, without water, no life can sustain. So we could either have oil or we could have water. Which would you like to drink? That's what I would like to say, number one. And water is cleansing. Cleanses the earth, cleanses us, cleanses animals, and every step that we make toward destroying that is the future we have left behind for our children. And if we want our children to have a good life, and we want to be able to one day tell our children, hey, would you like to go camping, instead of it just being a story, because all of our waters are dried up and we don't have anything to sustain life anymore. I believe that water would be important because we may not always be here, but our children in the future will be, and our grandchildren and their children after them, and so on. So water is important for all life. Without water, no life can sustain.
And how could Line 3 jeopardize the water and the land in this area?
Line 3 is jeopardizing the water through the fracking and chemicals that they are dropping into our waters. There are many photographs by many different camera crews who have witnessed this and have this on video, where the chemicals are just being poured into the waters, and it is killing our fish. It is killing any of the life that is within there. Quite literally, it can't live in something that it was not intended to live in. So when they're dumping oil into our waters, and they're dumping the chemicals that they put into our waters from doing the fracking in order to run the lines and do what they're doing, all of this is just eating away at our aquifer till we don't have an aquifer anymore. We can't even swim in it. We can't get out of it without there being a slick on our skin. And there are lakes and there are rivers all over the world where they catch on fire because of these big industries that think it's more important to have oil and chemicals and things like that than it is to have clean drinking water, and clean water for our fish and our other creatures that live within the aquifer, for the birds, for everything that drinks from that on the land. Everything we do makes a difference, and it makes a difference not just for me and you, but for our future, for our children, who we want to leave a good legacy behind. Any good person knows how to give a good gift, but if you are busy giving your gift away to the wrong things and let it be trampled upon like pearls underneath the feet of swine, that is what they're doing. I like to say this sometimes. It's a quote, I know, and some of you may understand what I'm saying when I say this, and some of you may not. But they have come to steal ground out from underneath unborn feet, and to take that which is not latitude for them to take. And when we take a legacy that has been given to us by the Creator and we destroy it, I can tell you right now, Mother Earth will reclaim itself again. Whether or not you will be here for that is up to you, or your children will be here for that is up to you. If we continue to keep doing what we're doing with these big industries, dumping their chemicals and their oils into our waters, we will not have anything left to show for. And one day we will be telling stories about camping and what it used to be like to camp. But we can't camp anymore because there is nowhere to camp. There are no trees. There is not fresh air. There is not clean water for you to drink. And the earth will be cracked, brittle, and to the point that no life can sustain on it if we keep going in the direction that we are. And some of you may think that that's far-fetched, but I can tell you the truth right now. It's not far-fetched when you look at the evidence that has been shown throughout the years. and the kind of devastation that this causes. You should never be able to light a river on fire. You should never be able to light a lake on fire. A river should not become stagnant and standing still because of these big industries that like to suck the water out during a drought and drain our rivers and our lakes of the necessary nutrients that it supplies to all living creation. Without water, no life can sustain. These big industries aren't helping. Enbridge is not helping. RDO is not helping. Green Valley Bean is not helping when you are drawing out the water supply from our lakes and our rivers during a drought. You are stealing from the youth. You are stealing from the earth. And you big industries who think that because you are big industries and you can pay for it through your insurance, if you did get caught doing the things that you're doing, you don't care because your insurance will pay for it. But in the end, we all pay for it. In the end, we all pay for it. And I will stand firmly and say that I know RDO dumps chemicals where they shouldn't dump chemicals. I will say I know that Green Valley Bean does the same thing, and I know that they drain our lakes and our rivers of the water, the necessary water. I know the deals that these big industries have made with bigger industries. I know the deal that the police department has made with Enbridge, and the money that Enbridge has forked over to the police department to become solidly there for Enbridge and always watching after Enbridge, but allowing other people to be harmed in this process. I know about the man camps. I know about all that stuff that you're trying to hide. And in the words of some good friends of mine, we've got the documents. And you've been staged. So when it comes down to it, all of your lies and everything that you tell, in the end, we will know the truth. And the truth will be shown, because the truth always does show itself to be known. And you will be shut down. You will be staged.